Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damien Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taking it about the 36. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
Right. Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down and 4. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, it's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action now, Prescott. That's swung out wide to Harris. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Throwing, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He targets Ingram for another grab. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott from the gun on third. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Jet sweep. Here's Bateman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And we see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rolling to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. Dancing to his left. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So they take a big chance here in their own territory.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Prescott's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's Prescott.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott from the gun. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Prescott now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Clay Brooks to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've come upon half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Clay Brooks to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Block off of play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Etienne.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do here.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
This is taken around the 12. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Locke. Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. It's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time. Flag.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12. Locke. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And some room to work. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He didn't seem
that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Fournette again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Prescott off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Locke eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. butts good on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Chargers. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Clock now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Lock now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They look to throw. It's Lock. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just
And he'll take this this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Sims.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Caught right side, Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously give the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw it is Locke, escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And he goes out right around the 39. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Locke going to throw it here. Steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And
This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
One last shot now for Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter.